Well, John, another week. We missed 2 weeks ago because
We forgot, John.
I was, yeah, we did.
We
I was
forgot.
going to say I was missing, but John, no, we
No,
actually forgot. So
no.
our apologies with our one fan listening to us.
Or fan or stalker.
Stalker, probably,
yeah.
or someone just looking for punishment.
Yeah.
But we hope everyone's okay out there listening today, John. We've covered a lot over the last couple of weeks. I think we're kind of running out. of
Yeah,
things really
general community kind of. Well, I suppose we were talking about it today, just talking about stuff in our centre because we're coming to the end of our academic year, but we're still flying strong. And we were looking at when we do our stats from the people that come into our centre, we call them instances of learning. So if you come in and do 3 classes, it's not one person, it's 3 instances of learning. And the last academic year, 22-23, there was like 2,200 people using the centre instances, and this year we're still rolling in at 3,600 and we've not finished yet, so there's nearly a 50% increase. Yeah, and I suppose that's down to the staff and the fact and the support of the ETB, the HSE support us, Adapt Women's Services, and like Chime have been here. We get great support. Limerick Sports Partnership, and the national school next door, Owen the principal, is very supportive, and we do a lot of the kids bakery stuff. So and I suppose really it's great because we want this place to be busy all the time. That's the goal. It's a community hub. It's a place where people can come in, have a cup of coffee, maybe do a class, maybe make a friend, and learn a few things. And it's not just about the skill, it's more about the interaction with people. And I think organisations like us and many others across Limerick and the country are of great benefit to their community. And we're lucky. We're right next to, we're an adult education centre. We have a preschool on the opposite side of the yard, and the national school is behind us. We're like a little campus, and that does work to our advantage.
Yeah, and plus the age group, John, has come down a bit, which is good, because it was usually people over a certain age. Over the last maybe 3 or 4 years, things have changed.
Yeah. I mean, we still want our senior, our regulars, we do, because we look after those. But we do want to bring in those we aimed at young parents from next door. Some of the classes are built around them now. Like we do social care level 5, because one of the biggest hurdles with people going back to work is childcare. And so they're the ones where you can work with Bluebird and all these places that work with older people, and you can work around your child's school hours. And so we had that in mind when we set it up. And like we're doing, what else are we doing? We're getting a barista machine, so we're going to be doing barista and cafe skills training. And we're going to, hopefully we can get, it's a short course, but it shows people how to do the cappuccinos. And
it can start you on the way because in a lot of other countries it becomes a trade after a while, isn't it?
Well, you know what, you have to sometimes look, not everyone's cut out for college and stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe that they just have a certain amount of skills. They just want to get back into work. And I suppose the good thing about work is it breeds confidence. So after they're doing this job for a little while, they might say, do you know what, a couple of courses now I might want to upskill. Because when you're out there and you're unemployed and you don't have any opportunities, it's very hard to get your confidence self-generating. So you need some sort of, and this could be a catalyst, this could be a spark. So like we're doing stuff like the public services vehicle theory exam, for the taxi drivers, and we're doing HACCP training again, and I'm hoping to be able to run Safe Pass next year, but that's dependent on funding. And that means that we could offer a Safe Pass course for people that want to work on building sites and stuff, that they can come in for the community, because that's quite expensive to get your license.
You actually need a Safe Pass for everything though.
If you're like for instance, if you're working in the Opera Centre above, you can't get onto that site without one. You have to have it. So these are the things we had in mind. So this place is thriving. All we're short now is we need more room. But anyway, we have. So I suppose this Friday, running from that, we have a participation awards day for people that have worked with, or gone to classes during the year. They're all coming and they're going to get little awards. It's going to be presented by Morris Quinlivan, and some of the counsellors will be there. And we'll have some hot food, and it's going to be a nice little kind of celebration. Thank you, and well done. So, and that, I'd love to say that finishes up our year, but we've still classes next week and the week after.
Yeah.
And we're supporting local initiatives like there's play rehearsals here. We've clubs. I think we've a knitting club, and we're going to be doing an art club. Keep us going for the summer.
Yeah.
And then we have this other program, John, as you know, it's gone through the roof, Aging Plus. Aging Plus is a minor home repair service and friendly cause service for older and more vulnerable members of our society, primarily older people. And what it is if you have something that needs fixing at home that's minor, or a garden that needs cutting, or your windows need washing, you can call us and we'll try and get out and help you. Now, at this stage, we've had so many referrals taking advantage of a really good service, completely free, by the way, that we're swamped and there's a bit of a waiting list, and we've only 2 people really on it, and we're run off their feet. So that kind of thing, there's lovely services here on offer, but
it's just getting it out to the people. It's getting it out to find out. Yeah. But the Aging Plus has really come on.
It has.
Mainly by words, word of mouth, because some person an elderly person could be going to a club and they say, well, I got my windows washed last week, and then this other person would phone up and see would she be eligible for it if she's in the right part of our jurisdiction here.
And the thing is, people like, I get my windows washed, and you wouldn't wash your windows once a month at home, but people need to remember we don't do this weekly. If you do your windows, because there's 50, 60 other people on this referral now, and it's great. Like there was a lady, the lads went out and did a bit of light work, and the woman's in her 90s. And there was another lady, like she's in her late 80s, and the lads, I think they went out and cut back her hedges, things like that. That's the kind of thing. It's the connection. That person mightn't have another connection with a person all day. And the 2 boys we send out, as you know, they're great fun. They're a good laugh, and they have this kind of connection with older people, which is what we're looking for. It's the right person to do this job.
We'll mention their names as well, John.
Paul and Pa. Very popular. We will. Well, they do. And do you know what? They're fun to be around, and
they're known as the twins.
The twins,
yeah. No, they don't look like twins.
No.
But we know them as the twins.
But no, they're great. And they're lads that are just handy lads that are able to turn their hand at a few jobs, and they go out and they'll.
They put
put on a bit of a show even. And they're actually, they're very popular and approachable lads.
And plus they'd also have some ideas of things that could be happening if a person wasn't sure of
their
rights and things like that.
They'll come back to me sometimes then, and if they have it, like I go out the odd time just to kind of show a face, and the boss I suppose, but just they'll introduce me, and it's nice to see them in action as well. And sometimes they'll come back and they say, look, we've heard this, can you help? And we might try and find out a few things through our contacts for them. And see, that's the great thing. If you engage with one service, it usually links in with the other.
Links into another one, and it's a constant kind of rolls in and rolls in and rolls in as well. And John, there's a couple of jobs going here as well.
There's 4 jobs. Aging Plus, again, because it's so busy, I'll be looking to take on 2 people to do what the lads are doing. Now, you're talking light garden work, light maybe window washing, even if you could even put up one of those, those railings in the toilets, the handrails and stuff like that. But it'd be the right person, someone that's affable, approachable, enjoys helping older people. It's a community employment vacancy, so you have to be eligible, and that means you have to be unemployed or on some social welfare payment for over 12 months. But they brought in this new rule now, because sometimes, say if somebody's husband or wife is working, they are not eligible to claim any money from the social welfare because the person earns too much, but they sign on to maintain their credit so that when they come to pension age, they have a contribute, so they are now eligible for C, so they could go from 0 to earning the single rate on C, which is, and it's more than minimum wage. It's 19.5 hours a week. It's flexible, there's training, and you're part of a community group. And you know what? People feel welcome and at home here, and they feel part of something that contributes. So if there's 2 jobs, two of them there's 4 jobs. 2 are with Aging Plus, and they're the people that go around to people's houses. And the other 2 jobs, I think there's 2 caretaker roles. One is the Redemptress Music School, which is flexible hours, and it's coming in, maybe they have a small bit of garden to do, maybe a bit of sweeping, just opening and opening, not closing actually, because they stay open late. And the other one, I think, is the community cafe down below in Kings Island. They're looking for a caretaker in the afternoon. So if you're interested, you can apply through us. You can phone us here on 061 313 993, or you can go into your local Intrio office or the local employment services. There are 4 around Limerick. There's one in Widows Arms Houses around here, but you can apply in any of them. There's one up in South Hill, there's one up in Our Lady of Lourdes, so yeah, if you're interested, apply. We'd love to talk to you.
Place I applied for the scheme that John was the place in Henry Street. Is that still open, that Intrio place?
You can walk in there. You can just walk in there. I mean, you can say, you can either, if you can go on a jobs website called Jobs Ireland, and you can give them a code to the job, but if not, you can just go in and tell them where the job is and they'll find it for you. It's their job to do so. Once we find out you're eligible, you can come in, we'll have a chat. If you're the right fit for us, we're the right fit for you. It could be something. And anybody that comes through here and just wants to get involved in a community project usually is happy here.
They enjoy it.
And it's a lovely thing to be able to kind of support the more vulnerable, because we all have mums and dads and older people we know and cared for. And, we like to think that somebody out there that mightn't necessarily have an obligation or feel obliged, but would want to support them, help them, just for the milky human kindness.
Well, that's good as well. That's not, I'm keeping that in today, because you're worried that as the human race as such, we're kind of losing that.
We do, we're getting a bit cold and callous, and we don't want that. And that's not just, obviously it's part of our Irishness, I suppose it is, but
don't forget, John, if we're lucky enough, we're going to be there one day ourselves, we're going to be old, and you never know, we might need
a little bit of support, someone to come in.
I'm already old.
You're not, you keep saying it. He says that now, but my God, he doesn't look it.
No, but John, it's great. The Aging Plus has really taken.
It has.
And then started from a minor thing like that.
We started with friendly call service. It's based on the old Limerick Care and Repair isn't just Limerick, but it's based on Care and Repair, which is a supported organisation. It's around in most major cities. That basically kind of same principle. There might be a few calls. We do calls on a Wednesday. Do you need anything done? Check in on you, and sometimes you'll get some information from people that they're not okay. And you can find it, kind of help them out there. And then that leads to the work, and then it grew about 5 or 6 people. Now I'd say we've over 60 people on our list. And it's a small area, and we've made the boundary. We go as far as we can, but we really can't go past Carberley. We're not city centre. We just don't have the capacity.
No, we haven't got the.
So it really is. If you're primarily from the Kings Island parish, so you'll be looking at Nicholas Street, Sumter Park, Verdant. You'll be looking down St Mary's Park. You'll be looking at Lee Estate, Nicholas Street, and we would go as far as Carberley, because we always feel that's the same. That's it, really. Though at the moment, I know we'll never go beyond that boundary. It's for our we don't. But it's worked. It will work, because it shows there are people in need, and there's nothing else out there. And I don't believe there's much of this across Limerick. So we've had people, would you go to Fethard and all these places of the country, and we've had to say no. We'd work with organisations like Alone, who might have a referral, but or Novas, but it's capacity. It's all down to we have 2 workers, use their own cars. We have some tools. I mean, we don't ask for money, but we have to pay for petrol. We have to pay for the maintenance of our machines. So really keep it local.
And it is flat out at the moment.
It is flat. The 2 lads are, honest to God, they're working beyond the hours they're supposed to be here, because they like doing it. But I mean, you can only do that for so long.
But anyone out there that is listening that would be interested in, if they're over 50 and they're hourly side.
But even if you want to do it as a volunteer, just say, just say, all right, you mightn't qualify for C, but you wouldn't mind helping us out in a volunteer capacity, that'd be great.
If you want to get out of
you say, look, I could spare you 2 hours a week, I'll do a couple of gardens. That would really help us out as well. And again, you just contact us on this number, 061 313 993, and you can ask for anybody here. And we could have a chat then, and if you're the right fit, because there's no community centre works without volunteers anyway.
No. Because, and that's, in fairness, that's good in Limerick as well, I think, is that a lot of the charities have a lot of volunteers in them. Which is good. I think Limerick's fairly good for that, in fairness. I know a lot of people say kind of bad things about Limerick City as such, but I think a lot of it is a lot of volunteers do go out.
There's loads, I think there's a great spirit. Maybe it's a working class thing as well, because you know, you kind of understand the kind of trials and tribulations of the common man. It's working class. I think charity is probably comes from working class people more than people that have it a little bit more affluent or whatever. But
I suppose because it's the psychology kind of thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
People can all kind of say like, not everyone is. We've all had our bad days, down days with trying to manage. I
think if you can see the kind of, if you've been close to poverty, or we all grew up with it too much or whatever, and that you can see the effects of that, or at least close enough to it, that you can empathise with it a bit more. Not just poverty, but probably the needs. And social isolation would be a thing with the older person. Imagine like you're lucky enough to live till 88, 89, and you were the oldest or you were the youngest of your group. Maybe everyone else is kind of gone, your family's gone, and you're kind of last woman or man standing, and that happens, and there you go, you have no one. And that's why I think like groups like or projects like Aging Plus are vital, because that little connection, that chat, that could, like the lads who grow out, like I'd say 60% of the job, 40% of the chat. Really.
But sometimes that's needed, John.
That's needed, just for the banter as well. And the two lads we send, they were full of banter, as you know.
They're ideal actually, because they're friendly. They settle people straight away.
Naturals.
The person's getting it done for the first time. They're going to be a bit nervous coming to us. And,
I should get used to them.
You see the twins, they're putting up in the van, like, them two boys, But
the twins.
No, but they're very good, like, and as I say, there needs to be more of this around them.
They should roll it out. I mean, it is based on a model that's already out there, but unfortunately, whether it's capacity, whether it's manpower, whether it's cost, it doesn't seem to be. I know there was, I think, the pilot scheme up in Our Lady of Lourdes, but they do their area as well. There was a citywide one, but funding ran out. I know because I ran the citywide one, but I was there at its demise when the funding ran out, and that's unfortunate. And it's trying to, but I think it's something that could be very useful, and it has that connection, and it ticks a lot of boxes as well with regards kind of marginalised people, and people on the cusp of social isolation.
Things I used to do years ago, things.
Like, do you know what? Like if you're 80 odd, painting a wall would be the same as changing a light bulb. You mightn't be able to do either. So even changing a light bulb is a task. And we've had that. We've had calls out and said, "God, that light bulb needs changing for ages. Would you do it for us?" Up in the landing or something, and
misfortune could be if they fail,
and they've had no light in their landing because they don't have anyone to ask. And there's a pride with people as well. They won't ask the neighbour, but there's a little anonymous until they get used to us with us, maybe. So that's what it's about.
That's good, John, because as I said, that's great. But it's nice to let people know that these things are out there as well, and that hopefully other centres funding permitted. Start up this and make City a better.
And we do that with a friendly cause service, which you do sometimes for us, John. To be honest, yourself and Elsie and Melanie would ring people on a Wednesday and just have the chat and anything to do for you. And you might get. People will open up. I mean, people get very comfortable with each other quite quickly, and then they can open up, and you might be shared experiences or even unburdening, if they have a worry about a doctor's appointment, and these things are important, and we couple that up with the Aging Plus. It's great.
Just if they don't even see you, it's just a friendly voice.
Just a friendly voice. Someone cares. Someone cares.
And someone's there that they can vent their frustration with.
Yeah, or could you put me on to? We do, because we do. One thing we're good at here is we're able to kind of point people in the right direction. There's never a harm in saying, look, I don't know, but I know, I might know someone who does know. And that's a good answer too, because we all don't know. There's not one of us that knows everything.
That's very good, John. But just talking about the thing then on Friday as well, the certificate presentation. It was great, and we're hoping for a big crowd anyway.
We're hoping,
well, even if all the students come in, the place will be strong.
Yeah, well, it is. So
let alone anyone that's just going to call in for a cup of tea because other people.
Well, they'll bring friends and stuff. It's primarily for those that have attended, though. It's not an open invite. But like those people can invite their grandkids, their children, their brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, whatever.
Very welcome place anyway. And it's nice just to get a certificate just as a thank you.
Yeah, and we like those days too. They're enjoyable for us. They kind of reminds us why we're doing this. why you turn up every day.
Yeah, and plus it's nice that some of the councils will turn up as well, which is good.
Yeah.
We're always lucky like that with Morris Quinlivan and another few of the other councils. They're always at.
Yeah, they did. To be fair, it's not a political thing because we're not. It's not about just to have someone that might be known to kind of hand out your cert is nice.
That's nice.
People appreciate that, I think.
I remember the first cert I got off Janice Sullivan.
Yeah,
Yeah, she came that night just.
She's.
So it was nice. I think she was a TD at that stage.
She probably was.
Yeah, she was a TD. I think. Yeah.
Probably was.
But, it was nice, like just. You didn't have the same politics or.
We're one thing we would say we're apolitical here.
That's right.
So we don't, in religion, gender orientation, whatever. That's not what we're about.
The thing is, you're a human being. Doesn't matter what
just
believing or not believing or and things, but that's good thing about that. But I'm glad we got the jobs out there as well today because there could be someone listening.
You never know.
Today that wouldn't have heard it, wouldn't have seen it, and might be interested in doing it. An outgoing person that likes to be outside rather than stuck in an office or stuck in a.
Oh yeah, God,
Say, well, geez, I'd like that now, 19.5 hours a week.
Absolutely.
Because I was the same when I started on the CE scheme first. Like, I didn't understand it. What is the CE scheme? I didn't understand it. I came in as a caretaker and it's best thing ever done.
Yeah. She went on her board and everything in between years when you'd come off the scheme.
Involved in the place, which because you have a bit of pride in the place as well.
You do the radio show and you do the
radio show from here we do and and it's just nice to get out and talk to people and rather than being cooped up in a house or
You're used to people know us by name and there's so many people.
Which is great.
It's lovely.
It's lovely, and unfortunately I can't say the same. I don't know a lot of people by name. I know their faces, but I'd have to be told people's names about 5
I'm desperate with that anyway. Community centre is a great place to work.
They are, John, they're brilliant.
We're not money, there's no money goal, you see, because you're never going to be. They always say if you want to be a community worker, you're not going to be rich, so just get that out of your head straight away. But you have, sometimes you can have a really good day in that you've affected someone in a good way and it makes you feel good as well, and although it might sound a bit selfish, that's a good reason to go to work. To make yourself feel good.
And also you might come in a place as a caretaker, but you could end up going to an office work.
You never know.
If the opening came there, sometimes the person
do a bit of training.
You have a bit of training and you have a bit of training.
Absolutely.
So you can get prepared for other things down the line if you want to go whatever jobs you're into.
Absolutely.
After you finish your scheme, But fantastic, John. Fantastic.
That's great.
To work. We've still got a couple of minutes left, John. Anything else?
I suppose what's coming up. We're doing 2 clubs during the summer. We kind of spoke about it there a minute ago. A knitting club because some of the ladies at that one just want to. I suppose they want to keep the group going. Meet up and we'll provide that for them. And we're going to be doing the art one, which is lovely. And they're coming in. We're just providing a space, but also I think it's a welcoming space.
They come in for the 2 hours and chat. And,
I think there's some play rehearsals here. And there's I think we're going to be doing a couple of training sessions ourselves, and then we start preparing then for September. We have a registration day on September 10th between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. and which you can sign up for all the classes from, not just, I suppose, some of the classes from September to December, but also some of the classes are September to May or June, because they're the long QQI ones. And we have new classes this year, definitely, with the barista training,
That's a good class, John,
not a bad class, no. And, in our lovely kitchen that we got done just about about a year ago, I suppose?
About a year ago.
And
it's
massive success with we have kids baking classes and St. Gabriel's have used it with the kids with additional needs. It's just been it's great. Community kitchen, that's what we call it.
Again in the morning as well,
we do, and it's the preschool lads, and so they're a bit more manic because they're tots, they're tiny little tots.
It's great, that's a skill everyone needs.
And our brilliant baker, trained baker Liz, and our chef Tony, and they're both brilliant with the children as well. It's just an all-around experience, and the mothers come in and it gets them engaged with us as well, realising, you can do a few classes here, this place isn't so bad. Because preconceptions probably, it used to be a boys' school before, wasn't it?
That's right, and a lot of people that came here before,
nuns were here, some never left,
bad memories, so
we have to say one thing. Me and John were doing the radio show few weeks ago, and I think the kettle came on the top. And there was flickering of lights yesterday.
That's right.
And
when the twins were here.
The paranormal, and we have seen shadows. I still don't believe it, even though I'm a massive horror movie fan. Love ghost stories, love films like The Others and The Shining, but I'm still a bit skeptic, even though I've seen one or two things to make double take.
You're looking, you see something outside your eye, and you're just, but I suppose we're going off
sure.
thing now, but they reckon sometimes we leave an imprint in a place.
That's a theory.
It's a time. It's a time slot. The person's
somebody said before, it's like you know the way they're always based on murders in the movies. So say a violent death, it would leave an imprint of energy. And you're basically seeing a trace of what happened in time.
What happens, in the past,
we definitely went off track there, didn't we? 14 times. Did you ever hear that?
We might try and interview the nuns.
Ripley's Believe It or Not. Yeah, see if she'll.
Yeah, hopefully over the next couple of weeks as well, we might get the ladies coming in here and doing the play. She might.
Yeah, have a chat. It'd be nice. Save us prattling on.
It's a lot of young people.
I think it's 18. I think it's been moved up. 18. No, it's been moved up.
So it'd be good to interview her and
maybe, and we'll see who else might want to have a chat with us. We'll bring someone new into it.
Hopefully we might get some of the mob in here as well. That have different stories and things like that.
They're all full of, they have plenty to say. Like they might as well do it on the mic. I know. Just leave us do it. Thanks, John.
Well, that's it, John. Thanks. We've come to the end of the show. Thanks very much.
Thank
you. And we'd like to thank Limerick City Community Radio as well for leaving us on the airwaves, burning the ears off of people, and also St Mary's Adult Education.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk to you again in 2 weeks, if we remember, John.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks very much, John.
I know.
We hope you enjoyed the show. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.